So they've helped me with medication. They've helped me with a new bed and a very good mattress because I have pain lying down. Can you imagine living that way, not being able to lie down? So they got me a special mattress in which solved the issue. I can lie down now without the excruciating pain. So that is one of the first suggestions, to check your bed, your mattress. And there's another thing I'm going to recommend, which is something that people don't consider. Not only the bed and the mattress, but how is your room? Is it disorganized? Is it upside down? Are you uncomfortable with the room? You know, how is your room? Can you reorganize it? Straighten it out? You know, put it in an order that you feel that it's more breathable. So those details are also important. If you feel cramped and you feel like, this environment is choking you, of course, it's not the greatest place to sleep. So arrange it the way you want it to be. Block out light. If you're like me, with a lot of electronics, because I do video filming. If you have a lot of electronics, try to turn them off and make sure that you block any source of light that you might have. So I have on the counters here, I have power strips and have my laptop, and then I have a board here that turns on with some lights that gives air to the laptop, and I have so I try to turn all of that off so I can sleep at ease. Minimize noise, so whatever makes noise in your room. Now, I'm deaf, so if I take off my processors, I don't hear anything. so, so I'm blessed in that way. One thing I don't have to worry about. So if you have a loud clock or you have something in your room that makes noise, remove it. If you have, noisy neighbors or whatever it might be, try sleeping in another location in your house or a bedroom. The temperature of your room is really important. Some people like to sleep in hot rooms or warm rooms, and that doesn't work for me because of my asthma. But they're recommending here, the Sleep Foundation is recommending 65 to 68 degrees, and I would agree with that. For me, it's much more comfortable. And I think for breathing, it's much more comfortable if your room is cool at night. Get at least 7 hours of sleep, 7 hours. Now, I usually got 5, maybe 3, maybe. So the doctors really worked with me so I could sleep. So they arranged my medications, and I arranged a few things in my room. And the nurses got me a special mattress because every time I lay down, it was painful. It was really painful for me to lie down. So they got me a special mattress that worked better for me. So I want to thank them in this video because otherwise I'd be going crazy, going bonkers, not being able to sleep due to pain. Set your alarm for the same time each day. Now, sleep is not only the alarm for waking up, it's also going to sleep. So you really have to have the same time of going to bed and getting up, because there's a rhythm that your body needs to learn. So if you're going to bed at 11 o'clock at midnight, you might want to start backing up that time to 10 o'clock, little by little, half an hour by half an hour, not all at once, but start going to bed earlier so you can get the night in. Keep naps around 20 minutes. Ha ha ha. Not happening with me. my medications really knocks me out. And it's really doing that now. But the you know, for me to survive the day, I have to take a nap. I have to rest. So um, I really have to take 30 minutes, sometimes an hour. So it just depends on our disability. It depends on the medications we're on. So, but, to get a nap in somewhere so you can survive the day. If you realize that you're really cranky by nighttime, you don't want to talk to anybody, it's because you probably didn't rest in the afternoons. I just could not survive. So I take a 30-minute to an hour sometimes to be able to get up and survive and continue and finish the day. Relax for 30 minutes before going to bed. Now, some of you do video games. Some of you watch a lot of TV. Some of you do puzzles. Those are all stimulating activities. And so I think, spend some time just getting ready for bed. Turn off everything. Start getting ready for bed, putting on your PJs and brushing your teeth and washing your face and whatever that might be. But give yourself 30 minutes of preparing to go to bed, because then the brain says, oh, we're going to bed now. So it's important to have a routine before you go to bed. So whatever that peaceful, calm routine might look like. Disconnect devices in the hour before bedtime. Now, I could swear that I really don't do this, but I do turn them off. Once I settle down to watch some TV, I do turn off the laptop because I know I'm not going to use it anymore, and I use my phone, to look at the channel and to look at other things that I'm interested in. So I use the phone, and I turn off the laptop. Get 30 minutes of natural light exposure. So I don't go out much due to allergies and all this kind of stuff. And now it's winter. So I sit there. We have a courtyard in the middle of our building. So I sit there in front of the glass just looking at the day and some calm time. And I have some tea or some juice, whatever it might be. And I get the light comes in the afternoon. So I just sit there, enjoying the warmth of the sun. Exercises for at least 20 minutes each day. Now, most of us have a list of exercises we're supposed to be doing depending on our condition. I have a long list. I have one for arms and hands. I have another for my legs. And so, sometimes I'm bad, like that day or that evening, I don't want to do my exercises, so I don't, but I'll do them the next day. So it's really important for us to have that routine for the exercises, because we're not very mobile and our body needs that. So I wouldn't do it 20 minutes before you're going to go to bed, because that stimulates. You want to do it earlier in the day. I do it around 6, and then I stop, and just relax. Limit caffeine after 2 p.m. This surprised me, because I limit caffeine before 8 o'clock at night. So, caffeine is a stimulant. And for some people, for some strange reason, caffeine helps them go to sleep. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, if it's a short-lived issue or what the issue is. But caffeine, for the most part, is a stimulant and will disrupt sleep. So you don't want to have too much caffeine in you. So like, chocolate and Coca-Cola and tea and coffee, all those are stimulants. Be mindful of alcohol in the hours before bed. Now, if you have alcohol and drug issues, this is something that you really need to look at, get some treatment, because the alcohol and the drugs are going to impact your sleep like you wouldn't believe. Most alcohol, no, all alcohol is a stimulant, and drugs, are stimulants. I'm talking about illegal drugs. I'm not talking about medication. so, so don't fool yourself. But yeah, if you have alcohol and drug issues, then you might want to look at some treatment, somebody to talk to about that. But this is the issue. They have some interesting statistics here. Low amounts of alcohol decrease sleep quality by 9.3. Less than 2 drinks for men and less than 1 drink for women. Alcohol affects women more, according to the studies. I don't know if it's a hormonal problem or liver. Our bodies, for women, we are much more sensitive to alcohol. So just keep that in mind. Moderate amounts of alcohol decrease sleep quality by 24%, approximately 2 drinks for men and 1 drink for women. High amounts of alcohol decrease sleep quality by 39.2%, more than 2 drinks for men and more than 1 drink for women. So keep that in mind. It's a stimulant, folks. Eat dinner a few hours before bed. Now, some people eat dinner late, like 8, 9 o'clock, but it's healthy to eat a little bit earlier. Here at my center, we eat at 5 p.m. So, and then, I'll grab a snack, usually fruit, in the evening if I feel like it. Otherwise, I leave it alone. Limit nicotine use and smoke exposure. Folks, smoking is a stimulant. Nicotine is a stimulant. So you need to keep that in mind. If you have issues with smoking, it's best to talk to somebody so you can start, eliminating that. We already have a whole bunch of health problems, so that's, we don't want issues with nicotine on top of everything. So consider it. I'm not saying you have to, but know that nicotine is a stimulant and you want to stop smoking much earlier in the day if possible. Reserve your bed for sleep and relations only. This is important because you want the bed to have, when you look at your bed, you really want to lie down. I didn't, because I had so much pain. I just couldn't do it. So I was in tears because I really did want to lie down and sleep. And I couldn't because there was so much pain that, I would lie down for maybe 2 hours and then I was in tears and I had to get up and it was awful. So I spoke to the nurses and they knew exactly what I needed. And they got me a medical bed with a special mattress. And bingo, I'm doing much better at my sleep. So when I look at my bed, I don't think of a porcupine. I know I can lie down without pain. So it's really important for the visual of your bed to send you a positive message. Get out of bed after 20 minutes. So if you can't sleep, and this has happened to me, if you can't sleep, then get up. Get up and sit in a chair or your recliner, and then put on a soft light, some music, something to relax. Because if you stay there in the bed, then that bed is going to give you the message that, no, you can't sleep here. Get out. So, so it's important to get up for a few minutes, walk around, sit in a calm light, low light, look at pictures, something that's calming. Keep a sleep diary. So sometimes keeping a sleep diary is important, so you understand the pattern of you not being able to sleep. So so that's a good suggestion. Write down what happened, what you did, and then you can talk to your doctor about this. This is my diary, doc. I don't know what to do. I'm climbing the walls. I'm cranky. I just can't get through the day. I'm just not sleeping. So that's really important to talk to your doctor, because there's all kinds of ideas, all kinds of medications, whether natural or specific medication. Melatonin is really good for most people. So you can take melatonin. I think that's over the counter. You can check with your pharmacy and see if they have some melatonin they can recommend. So, so these are the suggestions. Now, I have an extra one. I think I said this at the beginning, that depending on your bedroom, what does your bedroom look like? What does your bedroom look like? Is it a mess? Is it cramped? Is it disorganized? Is it what doesn't inspire you? Or you're like, I don't want to be in there. I'm going to hop in my chair and get the heck out. That's important always, to check and see if you feel comfortable in your bed. If you need to reorganize your bedroom, and see if you need to put your bed somewhere else in your room that would be more comfortable. So that's also important, that you check your bedroom and say, such and such a day, I'm going to clean this place out and I'm going to reorganize things. I'm going to put my bed here and see if that helps me with my sleep. Because it can be just that, just the lack of organization or too much organization and the wrong position of the bed. So consider looking at that, the organization. How is your bedroom? How do you feel when you walk in there? Is it too cramped? Is there a problem with the bed? So, and feel free to reorganize and redo your bedroom, or sleep somewhere else. Sleep in another bedroom and see if that helps. If you have the luxury of having 2 bedrooms and you might have a guest bedroom, sleep in there one night, see how it goes. So, if organized and clean and in a place where you can breathe, if that's going to help you, awesome. Then you want to look at that. So that is it, folks. These are the recommendations from the Sleep Foundation. And I'm hoping that 1 of you, 2 of you, 10 of you consider some of the tips and be able to sleep better. All right, if you got to the end of this video, type in my sleep and comment any of your experiences of sleep and your recommendations. See you soon.